Protection and collection. What you need to know to make sure you get paid for licensing your music. Yo, welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music business, and music production. If you like any of those, definitely subscribe so you can stay up to date on my latest content. Now, one of my viewers hit me up with a dope question. That question was, can you share the process of protecting your music, registering to get paid royalties, etc., etc.? Basically the admin behind the scene, thanks. Or is it all taken care of by the publishers that hire you on the other end? Thanks for that question, LPT Holdings. It's a great question. So I'll share my experience and kind of my process in regards to music licensing. Obviously you go through the whole creation phase of creating the music and then sending it off. Now, do you copyright it before you send it off? After you send it? Do the publishers take care of it? Do you register with CSAC or BMI or ASCAP? All of that is just it can be confusing on when to do it, how to do it, who does it. So I'm going to tell you how it works for me according to the relationships that I have with the publishers that I work with. So first I create the music and then I send it out. I don't copyright it. And I know y'all probably, oh my God, Clint don't copyright his music. You don't copyright your music, bro. I don't copyright each and every one of my cues. And I'm going to tell you why. If I set out to make a minimal of 5 cues a week, it's 4 weeks in a month. 9 times 4. It's 12 months in a year. That's $8,400 just in copyright fees. And that's assuming the copyright fee is $35 per copyright. It's a lot of money just to be dishing out on music that's going to be on TV. Now, a lot of people argue, well, you need to protect your music. Somebody can steal it. So, according to copyright law, the moment you create something, you own the copyright. You are the copyright owner, holder, whatever. And registering the copyright is the extra step that you take to have that added layer of protection in case somebody did want to, for whatever reason, steal your beat that's playing super low on the background of some TV show that most people ain't even paying attention to. So that's the reason why I don't necessarily copyright each and every one of my cues, which is only like a minute to a minute and a half of music. I personally don't see the value in it. I've never had an issue with someone hearing my music on TV and stealing it. Never had an issue with publishers stealing it. Knock on wood. Burks, that was Burks. That was just me knocking on wood. Nobody's at the door. Gosh, dog. So I've never had an issue. Now, that's not to say I don't copyright any of my music. Now, there are situations such as pitching to artists and things like that, or letting artists hear music, pitching music to record labels, whatever. Yes, I protect my music and I go the extra step to copyright each and every record. In that regards. But as far as music licensing, it's not that big of a deal. A lot of composers that I know, they don't bother with it either. It's just not. It is what it is. Now keep in mind, I'm talking about cues, which are just 1.5 minute pieces of instrumental music, not full songs. I register the copyrights on all of my full songs. So don't y'all be out there trying to steal my music. I got some great attorneys that come out there, they get you. Now, if you feel more confident and secure, you can register a copyright as a volume and just kind of put a volume of works, which I have done before, but as I got busier and cranking out more and more cues, I just didn't see the point. It was just too much to keep up with, and the risk is very, very minimal when it comes to music licensing and someone stealing my cue. I can make a bunch more if they did steal it. So that's the copyright piece as far as music licensing. Now we go into the collection part of it, registering the songs with your performing rights organization to make sure you get royalties. Now this is an important step that you cannot skip, whether you're licensing your music or you're pitching music to artists or whatever. You want to make sure that that song is registered with BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. If you're out of the US, outside of the US, there are other organizations. I know in the UK, I believe there's PRS and SOCAN. So you want to make sure you register your works with them. Now, who registers the works depends on you and whichever publisher you're working with. Most of the publishers that I work with, they register it on my behalf under their publishing company. So pretty much I create the music, I send it off to the publisher, they register it with CSAC and BMI, or like whoever's registered with who as far as co-writers and things like that. And all of that is taken care of on their end. I really don't have to worry about that. So it's very important. I believe it, as far as the music licensing, the most important thing is to make sure your music is registered with BMI, CSAC, PRS, ASCAP, because those are the companies that are gonna collect the royalties when your music actually gets placed on TV. Without that, you see no royalties and you're working for free, unfortunately. Do you have to be a USA citizen for all of this to work? And the answer to that is no. You can be a citizen of anywhere pretty much, as long as they have a collection agency. They usually work together and communicate and collect on behalf of other composers in other countries and things like that. If you don't understand any of that, like if they send you an agreement, I recommend, getting an attorney, look over it, make sure you're legit. Boom. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also, this week, my music licensing directory is 30% off. Use the promo code that's in the description and get you a music licensing directory so you can start pitching your music to these music licensing companies and libraries and publishers and all of that stuff. If you like the content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and until next time, people, peace.